So give him a big round of applause. Hello mate, how are you doing?
I'm good, how are you?
Yeah, not so bad, not so bad at all. We won't grill you really.
Yes we will. We like the chocolate roll.
He's coming. He's coming here, Frank.
What colour is your hair, really?
Wait till last question.
Right.
What colour is your hair, really? Can't think.
This one.
Is it not working? Oh, we'll just have to pass it along. It's fine.
Pass the pass.
Right. So, just starting off, Tee, where did your love of rugby league come from?
No, not Jamland, no. I'm a Maryport lad. No, so my love of rugby came from quite a young age. I can still remember it. I was only about 6 years old. I was just sat in class in school, and some of our local rugby coaches came in. They advertised that they were starting a new rugby team. I'd never tried it before. I don't even think I'd heard of it, to be honest, at that age, but thought I'd give it a go. Went down to my first training session, remember it, absolutely loved it, loved every minute of it. And just from then, I just continued playing the sport. Yeah, I realised at a young age I had a knack for it. I was quite good, quite athletic, and yeah, obviously I loved playing it as a kid, and then I realised as I got older it's probably something that I wanted to keep on doing and try and achieve a career in, and I'm quite fortunate enough to have achieved that now, and yeah, I'm still loving it just as much as I was when I was a kid.
That's really good. That's really good to hear. Who was like the adult in your life that really like gave you confidence? Maybe a rugby coach or maybe your parents?
Yeah, probably. I know it's cliche, but probably my dad. He was pretty tough on me as a kid, but it was good. It was what I needed. He helped me grow as a player, I suppose. Gave me a lot of confidence. Directed me all along the way, but also I had two rugby coaches during my period in secondary school, who I was really close with. I'm still in touch with those guys now. They still contact me every now and again, asking how things are going, asking obviously how rugby's going and stuff, asking how I am. But yeah, those two rugby coaches that I had growing up, they probably developed me really well, pushed me on to that next level. And yeah, I feel like I owe a lot to those two guys, probably my dad as well. Yeah, they were big in supporting me as I was growing up.
Did your dad play rugby?
No, no, there was my family wasn't really that sporty, to be honest with you. I'm sort of like the odd one out. I was quite an anomaly. My dad never played sport. My mum never played sport. I think my uncle played football for a bit, but that was about it. I was sort of an anomaly in my family, I think.
So Tee, once you've gone through your amateur phase, we're coming to actually starting as player professional. So how did you get picked up by Barrow? What was the story behind that one?
So I actually started off at work in town. So growing up, I got signed to this regional academy. It was a Cumbria academy at the time, so I'd done that from the time I was 16 till 18. That was full-time rugby, but at the time they also offered us a sports course, so we were doing a sports course, which I got a degree out of that as well whilst playing rugby. After that, that was when I went on to sign for work in town. That was like my nearest sort of professional club at the time. I'd done 3 years there. I then went on to play for Newcastle. I'd done 1 year there, and then I'd done 3 years at Barrow after that. So it was quite a journey. I'd sort of been all around. And then I had a few really good years at Barrow, which is obviously when a few teams in Super League came knocking, and obviously I chanced the bit to come to Saints. Yeah.
What was the reception like when obviously you did Newcastle in between, but like you played for Workington and then Barrow, like you must have been A brave man up there.
Yeah, luckily I sort of left on good terms. So funnily enough, I was always sort of welcomed with open arms when I played against them. Obviously I got a bit of stick. It was mainly Whitehaven that gave me a lot of stick, to be honest with you. But yeah, it was good. Like I said, there's quite a few players that have actually played for all three Cumbrian teams. So I've only played for two. I've not yet played for Whitehaven. So no, it was good. I had a lot of good memories at Workington. Good memories at every team I've been to be honest. But like I said, I left on good terms. And yeah, I'd always have a good crack with them if I came up against them.
I know it's a bit confusing passing the ball both ways. So, we've been at Barrow. You certainly made a name for yourself at Barrow because I remember seeing some of the highlights on YouTube and one or two things where you were scoring long distance tries for fun, absolutely electric speed. And then all of a sudden, Saints come a knocking, and you come down to Saints. What was your first impressions when you walked into Saints? What was your first thought of stepping up from a championship side to a Super League? How did that go?
Yeah, it was a bit overwhelming at first. I think the first couple of weeks, I can remember like thinking, wow, like I've only ever been in obviously championship teams before, so I've never experienced or seen like any setups in Super League, and for me it was a lot to take in at first. Obviously, it was everything like that, from down to the facilities that we had, the training facilities, to the quality of training, the number of staff, the quality of like obviously the expertise of the coaches. The first couple of weeks it felt like I'd just started to learn to play rugby again. Like honestly, I was learning that much again that I didn't realise I could learn. But like you say, you've got like really experienced guys like Willow on that. And yeah, they're constantly talking to you. Obviously, you're learning and improving every week. But yeah, the first couple of weeks of pre-season hit me pretty hard. I was quite sore for a couple of weeks after that, but I soon acclimatised to it. Like I say, I'm a natural athlete, so I can sort of acclimatise to things like pretty quickly. But the first couple of weeks took its toll, and then after that, yeah, I really felt at home. Yeah, the team were really good. Staff were really good. Fans, whenever I seen people walking around the streets, you know, they were greeting me and welcoming me to the town, and yeah, I feel like I'm really at home now.
So like the difference is coming from like a part-time Barrow team to a full-time Saints team. That must, as you said, be very challenging. Like, were you always confident that you could make that jump up?
Yeah, I'd always thought as a kid, it was weird, I'd always had like this belief that I would somehow end up here like one day, like not this team maybe in particular, but definitely like in Super League. So I'd always been confident in myself, confident in my abilities, and then obviously when the opportunity came knocking to come to Saints, yeah, it was obviously my number one priority at the time, and I'd always said to myself, I want to try and push myself, see how much I can achieve, and I'm still doing that to this day. Still trying to work hard and achieve great things with this club now, and yeah, no, I'm just really enjoying the experience now.
Where would you see? I mean, I watch rugby league every week. So where would you see your best position? Because I'm not so sure winger's your position.
Strangely enough, I've only really been playing wing for about four or 5 years now. I grew up playing fullback, so I was a fullback from about 11 years old right up until about 23 or something like that. And then it was only really at Barrow when I started playing on the wing. We had another guy there who was also playing fullback, and we decided the best way to get us both on the pitch would be if they stuck me out on the wing, and to be honest it worked. Like for a few years, like I was scoring a lot of tries, I was playing well in the position, and the team in general played better. So yeah, like in terms of obviously rugby career, like wings yeah, I've only really been playing for about 4 or 5 years. It's still pretty new to me. I'm probably a natural fullback, but yeah, I'm enjoying playing on the wing just as much. So either or, like I can play wing or fullback.
That is where I would see your position, but obviously we've got a lot of fullbacks. So, like, who's the player that you bounce off most? And who do you learn the most from a playing point of view?
So unfortunately, he's not here anymore. But Tommy Mack, he was big for me when I first came over. Obviously, he's also a fellow winger. But when I first joined the club, he took me under his arm. He really looked after me. You know, he'd take me to one side, he'd give me tips, he'd obviously improve me as a player, showed me what to do. Like I would look and just watch him in training, and obviously watch and learn. Yeah, he was a big part of my progression. I feel like I probably all looked to him. We always had each other's backs. This year, probably yet to be seen yet, but Percy's a good bloke to be around. I think we bounce off him quite a lot. Like he's a good laugh, and that is daft as a brush. So yeah, that's what I like. It's like being in school when we're around Percy, but yeah, we sort of bounce off each other. So he's good to be around as well.
Yeah, I believe Tommy Mack and Percy, like the Chuckle Brothers in the changing room before a game, they were winding one another up and so you could get the most laughs out of one another. What about your first debut game for Saints? What was that like? What was your feelings like when you knew you was going to be playing for Saints for the first time?
Yeah, it was unreal, to be honest with you. I can still remember it. Castleford away was. Funnily enough, like I didn't feel that nervous considering it was my debut. I just felt ready, and then there was a few. Obviously, there was a little bit of nerves leading to kick off, but it wasn't anywhere near as bad as I thought it would be. I was pretty confident that obviously I'd trained hard, I was ready for it, and then obviously once kick-off came, yeah, my head was on it. I was focused, I was ready to go, and I can remember. The full time whistle, obviously we'd won. I scored a try as well, and yeah, the feeling, it was unreal. Like I'll remember that for the rest of my life.
I remember Johnny Lomax giving you the ball. I think everybody in the crowd was going, go on, let's see him. And off you went, and you got your first try. So you went through that, and then in 2023, Saints go down under for the World Club Championship, and you went with them. What was that like as an experience to be included in that 25-man squad and get a game against St George and get a try as well? That must have been absolutely epic.
Yeah, it was unreal. That's the best rugby experience I've ever had in my life. Like, not just the games and everything, but just being over there, the training, just being around all the boys for almost 3 weeks. It was an unreal experience. Hopefully we'll get to do it again. But yeah, we're staying on Manly Beach. We're staying on a hotel right on the beach.
It's a tough job.
Yeah, so we'd finish training about 1 or 2 o'clock every day, and as soon as we get back, we'd just be right on the beach, just chilling out. It was unreal. It was an unreal experience. Just being around everyone, though, the crack, the memories that we had with each other. Everyone really bonded more over that trip, I feel. But and then yeah, I got the chance to play against St George. Managed to score a try, and yeah, the feeling I had after that game was amazing, because I think like the last team I played or something was, like, no disrespect, I think it was Batley Bulldogs in the championship, and obviously I went on to play against St George the next game and managed to grab a try, and then it was just an amazing feeling. Like, I can just remember thinking, wow, like, you know what I mean?
And obviously, coming up to 2025, what do you see? Where do you see your game improving, and where do you see Saints as a team improving, and where do you think you can get to?
This year, I'm just going to focus, obviously. Focus on myself. Like, as long as I do everything right, as long as I do what I need to, then it'll go a long way and help me improve. I'm just going to do all I can in training. In terms of the team, you know, I think we've got a really good chance this year. We've got Lee Breers who's came in, Evan O'Carroll as well, 2 really good coaches. They've only been in for a week, but you can already see like the quality that they've got and the experience and expertise that they can provide. They've already been, you know, they've already helped us out a lot. I think you can see like the knowledge that those guys have got. I think as a team this year, I think our attack will probably definitely improve, especially under Lee Breers. I think he'll get us going in the right direction, and hopefully with our attack improving, I think we'll go on to win a few things this year. As long as our attack improves, we'll keep our defence as good as it is. I think we'll be a force to reckon with this year.
Like you said, obviously we've got two new coaches in Breers and Eamon. Where do you think he can help you in terms of your attacking ability and your speed?
So so Lee Breers obviously is very knowledgeable. Like I say, you can already see the quality and expertise that he brings. Is very, very intelligent, and for me personally, I feel like he can probably improve a lot of my positioning and stuff like that in attack, starting positions. People don't realise how big or important those things are. Like, there can be the difference between catching a ball on the fly or, you know, mistiming and running it going behind you. Like, start positions and that are very important, and I feel like not just for me but for the whole team, going forward in attack, he'll be able to spot those things, he'll rectify them, and yeah, he'll get the team flying. And Eamon O'Carroll, since he's came in, we've done a good bit of wrestling with him. He's our defensive coach, and I feel like not just me but as the team in whole, we're going to learn a lot from him in regards to, you know, our wrestling, timing the ruck and stuff like that. I feel like they both bring a lot to the team.
All right.
Last question. You've got a dinner party. You can invite 3 guests, dead or alive, that you'd like to come to your dinner party. Who would they be and why?
We always save the
on the spot now. First one, maybe Muhammad Ali. I would like to invite him, just have a good crack with it about him, about his career and stuff. Obviously, I don't think we need an explanation why. Oh God, second one. Who else would I like to invite?
Doesn't have to be rugby.
Doesn't have to be rugby.
It can be any.
Not Louis.
Maybe Robert De Niro, as a bit different, yeah, but I'm a big fan of his movies. I'm quite a bit of a, I watch a lot of movies, watch a lot of series. I'd like to invite him just because I'm a big fan of him. And maybe, I don't know who else now. Sorry, to be honest with you, I can't. No, not Peter Gale, no.
Model?
Model, no. Oh God.
You'll have his wife after.
Yeah, Dua Lipa maybe.
That'll do.
That'll do.
Thanks very much for your time this morning.
Let's give him a big round of applause for Tee Ritson. Thanks for coming on, Tee. Thanks for giving us your time.